When working with advanced postures, sometimes we tend to push ourselves further than the body's ready to go because we want to look like the picture. That's usually not a good idea because that's sometimes where we wind up getting hurt. So you always want to listen to your body and again, use props to help yourself get into a pose that you might not otherwise be able to do. Hanumanasana, or monkey pose, is usually considered the ultimate test of a person's flexibility, especially in the hamstrings. It's what we know as a full split. When practicing this pose, you want to make sure that you assist your body getting into it if you're not ready. There's a modification that I'll show you to warm up for it, and then even once you think you're ready for the advanced posture, I recommend using blocks to slowly lower yourself down into it until you feel fully comfortable in the flexibility of your hamstrings. Here is how you perform a modified and a full version of monkey pose. Start in downward facing dog, and then bring your right foot up in between your hands into a lunge position. Drop that left knee down onto the floor and bend deep into that right hip. And then shift your weight back, bringing the hips over the knee, flexing through that right foot into what might be known to you as a runner stretch. With a flat back, start to fold forward over that right leg, walking your hands out any amount, flexing through the heel, and again, lengthening that hamstring, preparing it for the more advanced version of the pose. If this seems difficult to you, stay here until you get that nice stretch in the hamstring. It might take a day, it might take 3 months. When you're ready to move on into the full version of monkey pose, take the blocks on either side of your hips from a runner stretch, and then slowly start to bring that left thigh further back behind you and extend through that right heel. If you can, look back and make sure that the heel, knee, and hip are all in one line and the toes are focusing straight back instead of sickling in. That will pull on the ligaments around the knee, so you want to make sure you have that nice straight leg in the back. Start to extend more through that right heel as you lower yourself down toward the floor. And then isometrically pull that right heel back and the left hip forward to square the hips to the front of the mat. If you're comfortable here, maybe you bring your hands fully to the floor and lower your sit bones all the way down. Otherwise, stay on the blocks until your hamstrings are ready to open up deeper into the pose. When you're trying these advanced postures for the first time, remember, you might not come into the full expression of the pose the first time you practice it. Take your time, watch your breath, and make sure you listen to your body to know whether you're ready to move forward or not.